Well, isn't it looking a little bit tidier outside the shed? I don't think since this shed was built that we've ever had it tidy out here whatsoever. We just dumped stuff down, and there was still quite a bit of offcuts and stuff from when the shed was built. So yeah, I think we completed this in 2019, and then last year with everything going on, we just had absolutely no time whatsoever to actually get any jobs done. We just pretty much kind of kept our heads above water. So it's been quite nice to come out here and just spend 20 minutes or 30 minutes getting it tidied up. The plan for the rest of the day is to get as many logs down as I can. I had planned to get a pallet down here, but the pallet that I've got up in the garden is completely rotten, so I need to source a pallet. But what my plans are is get all of the firewood down, all the logs down from up in the woodland, stack them up outside here, and then get them chopped and stack them on a pallet outside here. That is kind of the plan for the rest of the week out here. But before I actually get on with that, I'm going to go and get myself a cup of tea, I think. That was a well-earned cup of tea, I tell you. I just spent maybe about 20 minutes bringing logs down from up in the woodland, but it's quite a lot higher up there, and the route from where the log pile is all the way down to here is on a hill, and me and Stan over the last couple of days have just made like a bit of a mud path, and it's so slippery, it's just not worth it, you know, and obviously it's raining. So what I think I'm going to do for the next 30 minutes is I'm going to get the log splitter out again, split what I brought down here and put it to one side. Tomorrow, hopefully, I know where there's a pallet, so I'm going to go and grab that pallet tomorrow, put it down, and then I can start stacking the wood, and hopefully the rest of the week, I have no idea what the weather's going to be like, but hopefully it's some good weather, and then I can get the rest of the wood down. The reason I'm kind of like trying to get all of that wood down now is so that I can get it split and stacked, but there's a load of other trees that we need to sort out, and there's maybe about 10 or 15 hazels that have been coppiced, you know, years ago, and they all need chopping again. So I'm quite keen to get this done so we can then get the next lot of you know, wood cut, and we can start seasoning that as well. I finally managed to bring that pallet up. A friend of mine dropped it off a couple of days ago, but it was absolutely sodden, and it's a really big pallet, so it's taken me about 2 or 3 days to actually get it up here now. Also, it's rectangular, so I thought it was going to go like in this corner over here, but actually I'm going to have to move some of those logs that I'd put under there in order for me to put it down. But I'm so pleased I finally brought it up here, because I've got all of the wood that I split the other day that you saw me splitting, and it's just a massive pile here. And also I don't know if you can just see, oh, you probably can't really see that, but just behind me and on the floor I've got loads of hazel branches, because over the weekend I've been up here using a bow saw to just do loads of pruning. I'd never really used a bow saw before. I knew that it was used for you know, wood cutting and stuff like that for like, you know, hundreds of years, but I'd never really thought about it. And I was in the shed the other day and I saw it, and I thought, well, actually while I'm learning how to use a chainsaw and stuff, I can just come out and use the bow saw. So my entire woodland garden is an absolute mess at the moment, with branches left, right and centre. And what I need to do now over the next like couple of days is bring all the you know, the thick branches down here, and then I need to like process all of the twigs and stuff. Down at my allotment, I have just set out my my plan for all of my beds, and I want to use the wood chip from all of these branches as a pathway. So I kind of need to get that done over the next couple of days, but before I get on with any of that, I need to get this pallet laid flat and all of the chopped logs onto it. So I've had a little bit of a change of plan. I was stacking the firewood there in the corner, and then I realised that actually I can probably put a lot of that inside the shed with the rest of the stuff that was cut in the same year, because I don't really want to mix up 2 different seasons firewood. So what I'm going to do now is just get the rest of the logs that are down here split, and then I'm going to start bringing all of the logs down, or the branches down that I cut over the weekend. As you can see there's some of them already that I brought down, but there's probably about another 15 of those. So if I can bring those down, it just tidies things up so this area isn't a complete mess, and then I can get my wood chipping done. So I'm really looking forward to getting this log splitter put away for the year, because honestly it's starting to get a bit boring now. Hello. Okay, so it's been about 3 days since I filmed the footage that you've just seen, and I've just come up the garden today. The reason being is that when I was filming last, it was really beautiful weather. We had one day of just like amazing sunshine, and it was really beautiful, and I was hoping that the garden was going to dry out over the next week or so, but that evening it started raining, and I think it was even raining this morning, and we've had really high winds and stuff, so it's just been absolutely terrible out here. And when I've just gone up to my little log pile up there, the ground is completely saturated and sodden, and even just like walking down to where I'm stood here or down to the shed, the grass is just turning into mud where we've traipsed up and down. So I think I just need to forget about that log pile now until you know, really good weather. But what I have been doing is doing a little bit of kind of the wood processing that I chopped the other day. So this is an ash tree, and quite interesting, this is, from counting the rings on the inside, this is about 15 years old. So this is about the size of a log that you would get from coppicing a tree on like a 15-year rotation, which is pretty interesting. But I have probably got about 10 of these dotted around the floor that I've just chopped that need to be processed. So what I've been doing is getting the logs like this, taking them to underneath the canopy by the shed, and then all the twigs and stuff like that, I've got one pile that is going to wait there for it to dry out, ready for using the wood chipper on another day. Because with the wood chipper, I am planning at the allotment to have wood chip pathways, so that would be great. And I've got, probably even just looking at right now, there are probably about 10 trees that have a few of these this size logs on that need to be chopped down as well. So I'm going to get those chopped over maybe the next week or so, and I'm actually really looking forward to doing that, because I know the thought of like you know, chopping a tree down sounds really horrible, but where these trees are around the woodland, there's like loads of brambles growing around them. The brambles get tangled in with all the branches and stuff, and I just really want to see what the woodland is going to look like when it gets light to the ground. You know, what kind of plants are going to grow, what kind of wildlife is going to be attracted to this area. And I mean, we've got really big trees here, so it's not like I'm taking any habitat away, and from the trees that we've taken down over, you know, the last couple of years, we always have a big pile of the leftover bits, the branches and stuff like that, that will become a habitat for loads of wildlife, or, you know, maybe like hiding places for hedgehogs and stuff like that. So, you know, conservation is really important to us, but also coppicing is a really important thing that humans can do to help create a really diverse habitat in their gardens. So I'm looking forward to that, but I think I'm going to leave the video here, because if you wait for me to show you me getting on with all of that, we're probably going to be still filming this video in about 6 months' time. So thanks so much for watching today. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, please do hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified of all of my latest videos. If you are a long-standing subscriber of mine and you're watching this, I hope you're enjoying it. I know that I predominantly did allotment videos for like the last 2 years. However, when I first started my channel, if you go back to the first ever videos that I did, they are cringeworthy, but it was all based around my garden here at home, and I didn't actually have an allotment. And I think over the last kind of year or so, I've been so focused on my allotment that things here in my woodland need to be sorted out. I've also got 2 projects going on at home at the moment that I really want to show you, but I can't show you until they're finished, and I'm so excited about that. So yeah, I'm sorry if you're one of my, you know, allotment viewers and you really hate my woodland stuff, but I think because I'm so busy now and I've got so much going on, that if I don't share this with you, then you're going to be getting a lot less videos from me. And also, I do want to document doing this because I really enjoy it, and in the future, you know, if I'm not going to be living here forever, I'm probably going to be living more rural than I already am, and it's something that's really fun and interesting. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying. If you're not, please comment down below and tell me what kind of videos you'd like. But if you are enjoying it, please also comment down below and tell me, you know, what you're enjoying, or if there's any other videos around my garden at home that you would like to see, then that would be great. But anyway, I really am going now. YouTube have some videos up on the screen now that they think you'll like, so please go ahead and watch those, and I'll catch up with you in the next episode. Bye!